We can hope. I don't see a lot. I got an update saying, "Hey, we're live." I'm so. I'm checking right now. Yeah. We can hope. I don't see the live thing up in the corner. I got an update saying it. Oh.
All right, now my voice should be coming in.
This and something else to thank you.
Sweet. So,
On other news, I got my beer log back. So
you got your beer log back. Wonderful. This is how we're starting this stream. We're just gonna say, "Fuck it, right to beer."
Yeah. Well, this is the recipe of our good Irish ale that we need to make again.
That's fair.
We can hope. I don't see the live thing up in the corner. I got an update saying it.
All
right. But the list of things around here that I have.
So, all right, now my voice should be coming in. Yeah, sweet. I can hear myself. So now I know we're good.
There we go.
Wonderful, great, wonderful. Someone's watching. Welcome to Roll and Review. And we got a lot
of poor life choices have left you here.
Poor life choice. You're not supposed to say that while we're streaming.
I'll say anything while I'm streaming.
This is why we can't have nice things, Alex. This is why we can't have nice things.
YouTube's already demonetized us. What else are they going to do?
That's true. So tell all your friends to visit our page like freaking every day until we get up to like 10,000 page views. Please. That one, the one person watching. You're all we got. Anyway. So, a lot of stuff going on in movies right now. Like a ridiculous amount of stuff. It's 90% of what we're talking about today.
And upcoming video games, because there's a lot of those as well.
Yeah, a lot of upcoming video games. So let's start with what should we start with? Oh, just a little. So we'll start in the comic book world of movies. And Sony's Venom project, which is slated to come out October 5th, 2018.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, right. But that's the date they've announced, starring Tom Hardy, which that was known a while back.
Yeah.
Apparently they got some person named Jenny Slate in negotiations.
Interesting.
For the movie. Yeah, I didn't really recognize most of what she's been in. She was in dramedies like Aardvark and the Polka King.
Those sound like two high quality films there.
Okay. And the drama Gifted. Again,
I think I've heard of that one actually.
Oh, there you go. She recently starred in Landline for Amazon. Apparently a show on Amazon.
Cool.
And she was, yeah, she hasn't been in a ton of shit.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like the most riveting actress poll, but who knows? No one heard of Daisy Ridley till The Force Awakens either, so
that's fair.
I'm not gonna pass any judgment on her until I see her.
Right. What I'm more concerned about is Scott Rosenberg, one of the writers for Jumanji, and Jeff Pinkner, writer for The Dark Tower, are going to be writing the script. And
hey, it couldn't be worse than the which film hired all the writers for the Transformer movies?
God, I have no
idea. What movie did that? I can't even remember. But...
I don't remember. And it's probably for a good reason that I don't remember.
Yeah. Is not that much. What else do we got besides Sony attempting to do movies?
Yeah. Oh, on that, I did read specifically Spider-Man will not be in those movies. But
good.
But they're solo movies. They're like Spider-Man won't be in here, but they haven't ruled out the possibility of them joining in Spider-Man movies with Marvel. So
cool.
That's nice.
Cool.
It is a little weird to have a Venom movie without Spider-Man though, but whatever.
At least not setting him up. I mean, do you think they're gonna go weird, like go full, like the symbiotic planet weird, or is it gonna be on Earth?
No, I think it'll be on Earth. I just think it's going to be I don't know. I just think it's going to be Eddie. Well, because Eddie Brock's in it, so it's going to be Eddie Brock.
Oh, it is going to be Eddie Brock?
Yeah.
Okay, how are they going to do an Eddie Brock storyline without Peter Parker?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's one of those things that, like, doesn't quite make sense. Like, for Eddie Brock and Venom, Peter Parker is, like, intrinsic to that, so...
Yeah.
And especially, like, I don't know how well it... I mean, I guess it kind of fits, but Peter Parker's in high school right now, and Tom Hardy's Venom, Eddie Brock.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, he's not even at the planet yet.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
We'll see.
I don't have tons of faith.
No. Unless you're Marvel, you don't have any you don't have any goodwill going in. You have to earn it at this point.
This is true. That's just how I feel generally.
Yeah, I mean, DC got a little bit back with Wonder Woman, but they dug themselves such a big hole that they're not quite there yet.
Fair enough.
Oh, speaking of that, off the hook, what do you think of the rumors that Justice League might be ending the DCEU universe continuity? That they're just giving up on the project?
That seems just so... Yeah, I don't know. It seems so likely now.
I know.
That everything
going
they've
on
announced recently has not been in the main universe, and the stuff that they haven't specified on, I mean, it's other mainly Batman titles. They're just like, whatever.
I just want to know what happened to DC. That they were given a formula for success, and they found a way to not do any of it correctly.
Warner Brothers and DC working together. It's just a winning combination every time.
Exactly. But I can't believe they managed to mess this up this bad. This consistently. It makes no sense.
I know, it's really weird. Yeah. Those are my feelings about DC and the WB. I can barely get words out. It's just
That's fair. All right, moving on.
Moving on. So, talking about someone who used to work for DC, Jared Leto, apparently, with Hugh Hefner's body barely being cold, Jared Leto's already going to star as Hugh Hefner in a biopic.
Because...
Or biopic.
Yeah, biopic.
Bioptic.
He's gonna star with some binoculars.
Exactly. It's gonna be him, binoculars, looking at the Playboy Mansion, and I'm not gonna describe the rest. I think you can put that in your own mind.
No, it's just an actual documentary. We're not gonna tell him. We're just following him.
Yeah, no, it's just simply, they're just gonna be staring at him. No, so yeah, they're doing a Hugh Hefner biopic with Jared Leto being Hugh Hefner.
Because that's what we need right now.
Exactly. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows we need.
I mean,
Hugh.
They at least let Steve Jobs be dead for a couple of years before they started making movies about him.
Right? Like,
and he's more important than
okay,
Hugh
let's
Hefner.
make a movie.
And he's more important than Hugh Hefner anyway.
He is. He's far more important than Hugh Hefner.
Maybe that's why they're making it now, because people will stop caring in about a month.
They're just like, If we don't do it now, no one's gonna give a shit. Yeah.
Except your kind of movie starring Playboy bunnies, people will watch it.
But not the same
Let's
kind
be
of
honest
watching
here.
that people would do for like a riveting movie. Like,
Yeah, but
like
ticket
we
prices
might find
don't
some
discriminate.
Pee Wee Hermans.
ticket prices don't discriminate.
I like how I drop a Pee Wee Herman joke and you're just like, I'm just gonna ignore it.
Yeah, I am just going to ignore that. Alright. Outside from whatever the hell they're actually paying Jared Leto to do these days, what else we got?
What? So, it seems to be now the top grossing R-rated horror film.
Really?
Yep.
Good for it.
It just passed The Exorcist in worldwide gross.
Is that with or without inflation?
I assume with.
Okay.
I mean, The Exorcist made $441.3 million.
Okay.
And now this might be without inflation, but it just hit 555.5 million worldwide.
Wow. Good for it.
Yeah, no, that's pretty great.
I heard good things about it. I personally have no desire to see it, but
I have nothing against it.
Good.
Seems like a good movie.
Apparently the dogs are misbehaving. What else is new?
Oh, little shits.
Yeah.
They're not real.
One thing I'd like to talk about, I don't know if you want to do it here or you want to do it at the end of the show. Let's talk about the season of Rick and Morty.
Oh, we'll talk about that towards the end of the show. That could be how we end it. Talk about Rick and Morty.
I want to talk about Rick and Morty.
Because who doesn't love Rick and Morty?
Exactly. If you don't, no one cares about you.
We mean you, Peter. We mean you. For the record, I'll be putting the links to a lot of the articles we talk about in the description as we get to them.
And we will put up a spoiler warning for our Rick and Morty talks as well.
Indeed, I'll be like, get the fuck out if you don't want spoilers. That'll be basically it. But not right now. So, we also found out that Sonic the Hedgehog movie is going to be taken on by Paramount Pictures. I just left that there for a second. I mean, the director of Deadpool, Tim Miller's executive producing this. Executively producing? I don't know. He's the executive producer.
It's a video game movie. I don't believe it. I don't need to say anything else.
Yeah.
It's a video game movie.
I guess, what's probably going to make this even worse is, and this comes from the Hollywood Reporter, Paramount plans on making a movie that will blend live action and CGI animation as it brings Sonic to the big screen for the first time.
No one cares.
So we'll have like I'm guessing Who Framed Roger Rabbit type of movie with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Why can't we just get a new Roger Rabbit?
Because
that'd be more fun.
It would be more fun. Because we can't have things that we like.
Apparently not.
That's what I assume. All right, what else is there? Well, I guess we're gonna head over now to video games. A promotional was released on Steam for Call of Duty World War II, and with digital edition bonus content, you get 1,100 Call of Duty points, which means it's going to be plagued by microtransactions.
You know, for a few minutes there, I was actually excited for a new Call of Duty for once.
and
And then this had to happen, and I no longer give a shit anymore. God damn it!
Yep.
I need to be full of microtransactions.
Yeah. So, yay us. And Alex starts drinking.
God damn it!
I hope that's moonshine.
It is.
I mean, not that anyone should drink moonshine, because moonshine is illegal.
This taxes have been paid.
Oh, then you're good.
Yeah. Saying this is legal. I live in Kentucky. This is legal.
Fair enough. So yeah, we have that wonderfulness about that. Wonderful.
Call of Duty World War II had such good vibes going for it. It looked great. It looked like they were putting some real good emphasis on story on that. It looked like they kind of revamped the multiplayer to try to go back to the capture of what the original Modern Warfare had. It looked like it was going to be pretty cool. And then this. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true. I should have known better. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say anything nice about the game anymore because they're doing that.
I know.
Did they have a season pass on there as well?
I didn't see a season pass, but I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure they will.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm
looking it up right now.
Running to the store at this moment, which apparently takes a while to load.
Oh yeah, you know it's bad when you type in Call of Duty WW2 and the second thing up is season pass.
Yeah.
Going to their website.
Joy.
Call of Duty. Let's see. Selective region, United States.
Oh yeah, that digital deluxe edition that you get 1,100 coins costs $100.
Yeah, I know it has to be expensive because it doesn't tell me the price on their website until you already click pre-order.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And how much?
You know, I don't know. I'm not clicking pre-order. I'm going.
Fair enough.
Season pass alone is $50.
What? So you're buying 2 games?
Yes.
For a most likely crap Call of Duty game.
It actually looked like it was going to be decent, but sorry, no game is worth a $50 season pass.
Nope.
No, I take that back. Let me go talk to it. No game is, because even The Witcher 3 DLCs only cost you $30, and they basically gave you an additional game for that $30.
Yeah.
They gave you the first one gave you at least 15 hours worth of content, and the other one gave you more than a lot of games give you, with a whole new area with missions and everything. So, no, I'll take that back. That's, but a game like Call of Duty won't give you that much product for your money.
Oh no. Now it's gonna be like some new maps like every 3 months.
Okay, because right now I see, just looking at GameStop.com, PS4 edition, $60 for the game with $49.99 for the digital download. The Pro edition is $99.99. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, the W2 Valor edition. Let's play the game. How expensive is the W2 Valor edition?
I'm gonna go with Valor edition, probably like $120. 150. More 200.
$159.99.
$159.99. Jesus. What do you get with that? Like,
let's see. You get. It includes Call of Duty exclusive statue, the standard edition game, set of in-game division patches, infantry, airborne, mountain, armored, and expeditionary, collectible Nazi zombies sword pin, and an exclusive poster.
You get a statue, a pin, and a poster, and some useless patches.
Yeah. And it looks like the standard edition games. I don't even know if you get the season pass with it.
I'm guessing not.
Yeah.
Jeez. So, money grab. This isn't worth this shit. Like,
This is why I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since... I think I went halvesies with my roommate my first year in the service on Black Ops. I think that's the last Call of Duty game I bought.
let's see. I know for a fact the last Call of Duty game was Black Ops 3. Because I didn't buy
Wow, you were-
Advanced Warfare
Okay.
or the Infinity Warfare with the revamped, remastered Modern Warfare because I wasn't going to spend $60 for a game I already had.
Yeah.
Even
No,
though
God,
some
no.
assholes, Matt, kept telling me to buy it.
No, yeah, we fought that pretty good. We were not going to do that.
Yeah, we even with reviewing games on this channel, I went, no, I don't think we
They'd
need
have
my
to give
review
us-
on that.
I'd say they would have to give us a free copy for us to do that.
Yeah. Unless,
And they don't care about us because we're tiny.
right? Like, unless random viewers were like, I will buy you this game to review it and play with me. I'd be like, all right. I say that now and watch, like, 20 years down the road, someone's going to, like, buy it and say that to me. I'll be like, shut up. No one cares.
Anyway, getting off of this monstrosity of a company's main franchise. Which one? Are we going Shadow of War? Are we going Assassin's Creed? Where are we going?
Just talking about what's
Yeah.
gonna be coming in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's go Assassin's Creed. It
Okay.
looks like a pretty great game.
Because this looks like it's going to probably be one of the biggest rebounds of a company's putting out really garbage games for a long time and then coming out with something completely different saying, hey, look at us. Like,
I won't say that they've put out garbage games for a long time, because I actually really did like Syndicate. I thought it was a good game.
okay.
I guess it was already kind of moving towards where they're going now, where you could play as one of the two siblings, and by doing that, you would either be choosing to be stealthy or be a brawler. But I did like Syndicate, even though Unity and Rogue was the steaming pile of dog poop that was forced down my throat.
Those were not good. But it looks like it's going to be a very different game. If you're used to the usual Assassin's Creed formula, you're not going to get it with this one. This looks like it's going to be very, very different. Almost not as drastic, but pretty near to the difference of, say, Fallout 2 to Fallout 3. They're going to be different feeling games.
Yeah, and I know we talked about this a bit when we streamed right at the end of E3, because that's kind of when we first saw it. But I'm really excited for the RPG element of it, where
Yes.
you get to craft new weapons and outfits and all of that, and they get stronger and better as you level up and you put more time into doing those things. You actually get to develop the first bits of the assassin trades, I guess you would call them, like their abilities. And it's actually going to be like a difficult game where you're not just going to be able to sit there, hit counter, and then attack.
Yeah.
And kill.
I would say I'm looking probably forward to the most is the revamped combat system, a combat system that I'm actually looking forward to playing. It's going to be challenging and fun. And also I'm looking forward to being set in ancient Egypt. The writer should have a lot more freedom to do things so they don't have to try to ham fist known historical figures into the game.
Why do I think
Like
they're still going to try?
I mean, it's going to be hard since most of the well-known Egyptians live thousands or hundreds of years apart from each other. So they'll only be able to pick one. And depending on when they do it, like, do you know? Actually, I'm gonna look this up right now. When is it taking place?
Ramses the Second, Nefertiti, Tutankhamun, and Cleopatra are all going to be in one game. I'm kidding. I hope not. God, that would suck. Unless it's like
Ramses the second would be awesome. No, Ramses the second would be awesome.
Yeah, but right alongside like Tut and Nefertiti, and then Cleopatra.
God, no, that'd be awesome. Well, no, please don't have that.
That's me just out there. I am not saying that's actually going to happen. That's just me fucking around. We haven't actually seen anything like that, so I'm not.
It'd be really. Let's see. It's taking place during the Ptolemaic period, so we probably will see Cleopatra.
Okay.
Because, okay, I'm good. It's taken during the Ptolemaic period. However, Egypt at that time was very Hellenic during that. So, am I gonna be the angry history geek that says this is wrong when I see a lot of this?
Oh, I guarantee it.
Probably.
Because it is wrong. It's so wrong.
I mean, there's still many things that make it Egypt in that, but at that point in time, Egypt had already been taken over by Alexander the Great. So there was a lot of Greek influences on it. So if they managed to do that, find that balance that the pharaohs were trying to go old school crazy Egypt, but a lot of the society was still kind of Hellenic, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I would actually give them major props for that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We will see. There was... Oh, gosh. So moving off this, because that's pretty much all we know about the game right now. We've pretty much...
Okay, here's the premise, that just so we can see.
Okay.
The player takes the role of Medjay named Bayek, sorry for the pronunciations, as he works to protect the people of the Ptolemaic kingdom during the time of widespread upheaval. Ptolemy the 15th Caesarion struggles to maintain his rule, was harboring ambitions of expanding his kingdom. His mother, the recently disposed Cleopatra, begins marshaling loyalist forces to launch a counter-coup against Ptolemy. And frequently incursions of the kingdom by the Roman Empire under the command of Julius Caesar leads fears of imminent invasion. Bayek's role as Medjay brings him to contact with secretive forces manipulating these events and sees him become the first assassin. Okay, that sounds really cool.
It does sound really cool.
And since Cleopatra's already dead, so we're gonna see Caesar. That seems to be it. Wait. If Cleopatra's dead, why is Julius Caesar still around? Damn it. It's gonna bug the shit out of me. Unless it's not the fame. There's like 5 Cleopatras. Unless this is not the main Cleopatra that we think.
That's
but
fair.
Cleopatra died after Julius Caesar.
Also, there's more than one Caesar. You did say Julius, or did you say Caesar?
Said Julius.
Oh, damn.
Say Augustus would make sense. If this was Octavian, it would make a lot of sense, but it's not.
Yeah.
Oh well. I will try hard to put that aside, but that's going to bug me. I mean, that's not very hard.
So, onto a game that's out currently. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has been hit with probably more than that, 10,000 negative reviews in the past, day.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's 26,902 negative reviews. In the past week.
That's strange.
Yeah, today alone it's 4,000, almost 5,000 yeah. It's just so. I caught wind of this because apparently the Chinese started really pouring on a lot of bad negative reviews, because I guess they
busted for teaming.
No, so they the PUBG Corp revealed that the squad first person player Oceanic servers will be confirmed for mid-October, and then all the Chinese players had super bad lag because their servers were having huge issues, so they kept getting kicked over to European and North American servers. And then in-game ads were popping up for an Accelerator VPN service that was said to boost connection to international servers.
Isn't that thing illegal in China? Aren't VPNs illegal in China?
Probably. But they just I mean, what Bluehole hasn't really said anything about it. But if you go to the Steam page, there's just a crap ton of negative reviews, and some of them are talking about in-game ads. A lot of them are talking about a lot of banning that's been going on.
There's been a lot of banning. I haven't been on in a few days, so this is new to me.
Yeah, so a lot of it's like,
holy crap!
Yeah,
the majority, everything's positive, 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 positive. Holy crap, negative.
Yeah,
this has all been in the last 2 days.
No, like 4, 5.
The 29th. Okay, 4. The 29th. It says here. What?
Including today, that's 5 days. But yeah, it's crazy. And a lot of people are calling BS on it. Like one guy was like, "I got banned for stream sniping and wasn't even watching a stream." And like the very first comments, just I call bullshit. I mean, it's just, if you get banned and you're not doing anything wrong, contact them and contact support and prove that you weren't doing anything wrong. But a big part of this is their what they've done with China and the Chinese servers and all. Like, that's rough.
Yeah, it seems that most of it is the developers are caving to streamers. When, I'm sorry, if you want to stream the game and you get mad that people watch your stream, like, it's your own fault.
Yeah. I mean, I get, like, realistically, I get, because that is cheating. Like, watching someone else play the game and then attacking them. But, you got to have a lot of proof of that.
Yeah.
I frankly don't know if they have that amount of proof just from the from what would pop up from a report. I don't know how their reporting system works, but I doubt they're going to be able to see other windows that are open.
Yeah.
So
I think they're just taking the sides. Like, this is the complaints that we've had with YouTube and their copyright things. It's just they're taking the side of those initiating grievances without even checking.
Yeah. Which is dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it's just all dumb, but we'll see what happens in the next few days, and if Bluehole actually like makes a statement, should be good. It'd be really smart of them to do. So, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. See, the main thing is that streamers are calling anyone who kills them a stream sniper. That should be the.
I mean, I guarantee they are. I mean,
or something else.
When we streamed and nobody was watching except like Dom, I guarantee all those people were stream sniping.
Exactly. Like, why do you think we kept dying?
Yeah, exactly. That's the only. We are perfect gamers. That's the only reason why we would die. So that's false.
Yeah.
Um.
All right. What else do you have for us, Jim?
That's all I got for movie and video game news.
All right, then I say let's talk some Rick and Morty.
Well, don't forget the section every week before we get to a main discussion topic. Comics with Jim. You like to forget that.
I do.
You do. You're like, screw comic books. Wow. Why? But got my 2 books for this week. So we're gonna start off with the big one, Marvel. And their Legacy book, which actually I'll be honest, the cover's pretty cool. Let's see if I can actually do this without like destroying the book. There we go. It's a huge fold out, like 4-part fold out of the cover that has tons of people on there. And it looks pretty cool. I like it. So this book is right now Marvel's like new big story arc that is encompassing so much of the universe. And so, couple things. One, I was wrong in a prediction when we started the channel. It took slightly longer than I expected. But we have the return of a character who died last year, or the year before that. It was the year
Ooh, let's see. Wolverine.
Yep.
Yeah. It took me one try.
Out of the way. Minor slight spoilers, but this book's been out for almost a week, so you'll get over it. Really, this book doesn't have tons of information about everything. You see a lot of parts from all across the universe coming together. You have Iron Fist and the Sorcerer Supreme together. I mean, Deadpool's on a page where he's in a public restroom confessing as if he's in a confessional. And the police just start shooting him through the door. Some of the lines are funny. Like, I'm not exactly sure which sins. If I had to guess, I'd probably say all of them. Especially the ones that involve murdering and all of the various forms of crippling. And
sexual deviance.
And self-love. Does that count? Yeah, the way I do it, it definitely counts. So, that's literally all we see of Deadpool in this book. It's fantastic. You have Thor, Falcon, Captain America, which he's about to give up. Captain America, he's like, this is my last go at this. And Ironheart, who is the
replacement Iron Man.
Yeah, the replacement Iron Man. Tony Stark's body is missing. You got Starbrand, who's a lesser known character, and Ghost Rider fighting with each other in South Africa, because apparently Ghost Rider took himself in his car across the ocean to South Africa. He does get to do the penance there for the first time. So that's cool.
In how long? Wait, is this a new Ghost Rider?
Yeah, it's a new Ghost Rider.
Okay.
We have Loki doing some crap with the Frost Giants and basically tricking like the runts of the litter, like the Frost Giants that are basically human sized, just a little bit bigger, into fighting for him. To get something back. I won't spoil what that thing is, but There is a Marvel movie coming out with one of many of these things next year. So I gave it away if you have seen any of the Marvel movies in the past few years and what they've all been leading to. It starts off showing Earth in caveman times, Odin with Thor's hammer, the Phoenix of the day, the Sorcerer Supreme of the day, the Black Panther of the day, basically all those characters except from back in that day, except for like Iron Man and Captain America.
What? There wasn't an ancient Iron Man?
There was not an ancient Iron Man. But
why do I even care anymore?
Right. But before the time of the wheel, there wasn't an Iron Man. What the shit?
Right. This comic books, I expect more.
But they're going up against, or they show them defeating one of the first Celestial on Earth, which is a ridiculously strong and undefined power in the Marvel universe. But they seem to be hearkening to the final host, the final I'm guessing the final attempt at Celestials, which as you can probably guess, it's probably not going to go so well for the Celestials because this is still the universe.
Yeah.
It also looks like they're going to be bringing back a team that, or at least part of a team that has been basically dissolved in the comics not due to, it's just suspected that it's because of another company owning the film rights and not budging at all. Especially after making a terrible movie. So
yeah.
So looks like at least the children of that group will be showing back up. So yay. Done with Marvel. The book is, if you're going to be reading Marvel the next few months, you're going to probably want to read it to know what's going on. If you don't read Marvel, you don't need to pick it up. That's fine. I'll report in when the story's over and tell you if it was good. You don't necessarily need to go grab it. Now the next one, number 2, is a book from Aftershock called Fujitsu. And Alex, this is an interesting book.
Oh God.
So Fujitsu. It's boy, it's interesting. So magic and like chi and all that are real, but there's no explanation really about that. But there also seems to be like a super high technological level.
Okay.
But like, there's always been a like super powerful weapon in the world at some point.
Okay.
And it has gone from, they go through a whole bunch of stuff. So it starts off with in the talking about it. It started off with the jawbone that Cain murdered Abel with, then imbued it with fantastic power, and brought the world to its knees under different leaders. And then it got an upgrade. That's what they call it. Then, like all the myths and technology, all myths and technologies, an upgrade was required. And so then you had the Spear of Destiny, stained with the blood of Christ himself. Monarchs and dictators sought its power. And
as they do,
antagonist in this book was seeking its power. And so he faked his own death, went to Nazi Germany, and Hitler, because it was in Hitler's apparent possession, and he Hitler had the occultists basically like take it away, so it couldn't get in the antagonist's hands, which of course meant
Good guy Hitler?
huh?
Good guy Hitler?
Right, like the one good thing Hitler did. Oh God, yeah. And then
On the internet now, you said it.
like the occultists got caught in Dresden at the during the fire bombings that killed them all, and like
Okay.
the guy realized the ultimate weapon needed another upgrade,
Oh, God.
and he was too late to get to Hiroshima, but not too late to get to Nagasaki. So somehow this guy resurrected the occultists as zombies and took and used them as blacksmiths to forge a new weapon in the atomic fire of Nagasaki, creating the atomic katana.
That doesn't make any sense on a physical or chemistry level.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
However, the thing kind of looks like a Darksaber. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that.
I can't really see it too well.
The atomic blade right there.
Okay, that does look like the Darksaber.
So yeah, it looks a little bit like the Darksaber. So so this book is, and that is within like the first like 6 pages of the book. So I'm not really spoiling much.
Oh God.
You got the main hero here on the cover. He's apparently been alive since 1897, and there's really not much explanation on what's going on there.
Because reasons.
Stop
questioning things.
I know. I really need to. But he spent the last like almost 3 years, like 2 miles under the ice in Antarctica. Apparently submerged in a nutritional fluid that kept him alive. Because who needs air?
Fetuses.
They pander to Whataburger. I mean, he does some crazy stuff in the first page where apparently he bends a pure tungsten cylinder, the hardest metal in the world. So it's pretty impressive. But it gets a little ridiculous.
Sounds like that.
But I don't know. I mean, I actually enjoyed reading this book. I'll probably continue to read it. Apparently, the kid has, with his chi or whatnot, has some crazy supernatural powers, which, if you buy the book, I will say involve somehow a toaster, kitchen knives, and a flashlight.
What?
No, that's later in the book, so I'm not going to spoil how it's used. But yes.
Oh my God.
It's like this weird sci-fi magic with Eastern kung fu mysticism in it.
It sounds wonderfully ridiculous.
It is, and I really enjoyed reading it. So I mean, if you're looking for something new, this came out. The number one came out last week. So if you're looking for something new that really it's not like the rest of Marvel and DC, it's just kind of something fun, pick up that book. It's Get Your Love, We Wham Bam. Okay, Creeper Boss, I do not understand what you just said in the chat. But yeah, pick up that book. Oh God, now he's hooked on a feeling. Oh gosh. Oh man. Okay. Let's move on. So Rick and Morty.
Is he typing song lyrics in the chat?
First one was, dude, come on and get your love while we wham bam in front of Mr. Blue Sky. And then, because I'm hooked on a feeling. Well, welcome Creeper Boss, I guess. So, anyway, let's get to our main discussion for today. Uh, always wonderful Rick and Morty.
God damn it, Morty. You have a shit introduction, Morty.
I'm not doing this shit. I'm not practiced enough. I don't feel comfortable doing a voice I'm not good at yet, Alex. Come on. So I guess we'll just do like a recap of what this season has been all about. If you haven't seen it already, here is your official spoiler warning. Nothing from this season 3, is off the table.
Off the table.
So
spoilers.
So
spoilers.
If you don't want it to be spoiled, get the fuck out. All right, moving on. That's enough.
All right. So we open with basically how you continue with the end of season 2, where Rick is in the clutches of the Federation and has to do something about it. Mainly takes his the person overlooking him onto some crazy adventures, including a strange obsession with the McDonald's Szechuan sauce.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, I love the Szechuan sauce. Which
sparked its own thing, and the reveal of Phoenix Person at the post credits.
Yeah, we have Phoenix Person with Tammy, and just the craziness that happened with all of that. Actually legitimate craziness with that.
Yeah. Also, the fact that the Federation is essentially no longer a thing, since it got completely bankrupted.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of last season, not only did the Federation get bankrupted and pretty much collapse, but the Citadel of Ricks was teleported right into the middle of their main prison area. So, blew up all of that.
Yeah. Let's see. Next big thing that really happened in the season was Beth and Jerry got divorced. Good, because fuck Jerry.
Wow, you're so mean to Jerry.
As you should, because he's a Jerry.
Yeah, probably.
What's with this thing of naming pathetic characters Jerry? You got Parks and Rec, you got Rick and Morty. Seems to be a constant thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a good name for that. But yeah, season 2 goes from the Rick Shank redemption, where he gets out of prison, to Rick Mansing the Stone, which is like a parody of Mad Max world.
Beth goes insane because of the parents' divorce and does some crazy shit.
You mean Summer goes insane? Beth is the
yes,
mom?
I meant Summer. Summer goes crazy.
I'm getting angry.
Summer goes crazy and goes full Ravager on this Mad Max planet.
Oh yeah. Which is just freaking great. And yeah, and it's just I gotta say, this scene at the very beginning where Jerry is standing out there in a newsy hat and a windbreaker. It's just it's so entertaining. God. Because he just looks so pathetic, and you can easily tell in that the mom's lawyer is just trying to squeeze as much money out of him as possible.
Yeah.
Because he's willing to, he was sitting there and was like, hey, we can go fight for custody. We can fight for full custody. You just gotta pay me. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah. Let's see. And the next episode is one I know Jim is going to talk about for a while.
Pickle Rick.
There we go.
I love Pickle Rick. Cause yeah, you get Rick turned himself into a pickle to avoid going to therapy with the family, which of course then has its own crazy adventures, and that's why you don't go to therapy.
And that's essentially all that happens in the
That's
episode.
pretty much it. I mean, you find out. I mean, you find out the what the teacher was eats his own poop, or eats poop. But yeah,
Yes.
that's about it. Then you get Vindicators 3.
Which basically just proves that Rick is more dangerous, blasted drunk, than anyone with actual powers.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just want to do this because we're not too far away from Pickle Rick anyway.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Okay, I'm done.
God damn it.
Anyway, I couldn't help myself. But yeah, he literally.
I'll be right back.
It,
Keep talking.
Okay, so I mean, I love Vindicators 3 because everything that everything you think is going to happen kind of gets turned on its head. You have Rick Sanchez go off on his own, defeat World Ender, who is hyped to be like the big badass, who is actually dangerous, and then Morty's like, oh Jesus, Rick, are you sawing us right now? Are you sawing the Vindicators? He's like, no, Morty, I'm not a hack. And then in the video, like Saw. Yeah, like Saw. He's like, oh, it's official. I got too drunk last night. And then the moment you think we're going to have like a real heart-touching moment with Rick and Morty, where Morty feels all special because he's seeing all this stuff and hearing Rick talk about, this really heartfelt moment. Noob.
And it's not about...
It's all about Noob.
Yes.
So, that was great. Because
The
you
next
thought
one...
for a second you were actually going to get like some heartwarming shit. And you
And-
don't.
Nope, pulled out from under him. Next episode, not much happens. Just the whirly-durly conspiracy.
Well, at least in that, you start to see Jerry like wanting to step up and do something.
And by step up and do something, hire thugs to help murder Rick.
Well, no, the thugs come to him and try to get him to help, and he gets him to the whirly durly and gets him on the ride, and it's not until like kind of the last moment that he has regrets and basically tries saving Rick.
Yeah. But Jerry's still annoying in that, like, really, that's... You need to pick one of the other Jerry.
I feel like you hate Jerry for no reason.
I don't like Jerry.
No, fuck you too, man. Jerry doesn't
Then
like
the next one... Good. I don't really care what he can do about it.
You'll find out in season 4. I'm kidding.
Let's see. Next one, they get some really weird stuff by separating the toxic Rick and toxic Morty from themselves.
Yeah, the rest and Rick relaxation.
Yes.
Where, like, legitimately, for once, Rick went too far, and he even recognizes that he was not in control of the situation. They almost died. So they go to a spa and get every part that... And it's not just, like... It's not an objective part of them that gets taken out. Which is what I think is, like, the most interesting thing about it. It's not objectively the toxins.
Yeah.
It is what they perceive to be their own toxins.
Yes.
Which I absolutely think is a great idea.
Yeah.
I wish I could get one toxin on this channel just gone, separated. His name's Alex.
I can just leave right now.
Please don't. Just like Rick and Morty, we need our toxins.
Yeah. Morty goes on basically become Wolf in Wall Street. And
Matter of
Rick...
fact, they recreate a scene from that.
Yes, they do. But basically it turns out that they actually do need each other, and they eventually they complete themselves again.
Yes, they do. Then from there, we have
Probably the most important episode of
the Rick
the
Lantis
season?
mix-up.
yeah, the Tales of the Citadel.
Tales of the Citadel, what it was originally called, but you
Yeah.
know, of course, they decided to later change the name to try to trick us into thinking we're going to Atlantis.
Yes.
Which, legitimately, I want to see that because that
Yeah.
seemed like the best adventure ever. That seemed
It really
awesome.
did. It was. Basically, and it goes out, the Citadel of Rix is actually an awful, horrible place that Rix and Morty's basically, you're either completely awful human being or you're just getting shit on. It seems like an awful, horrible place that is now...
They bring in a few references to, like the movie Training Day,
Yeah,
with the dirty cop Morty, and like the new recruit Rick.
yeah,
I mean, just the candidates you have a bunch of references there to, like, the rent is too damn high, dude.
yeah.
Shit like that, and they actually, like, in that, they actually showed something that they actually did what some news, actual news places do. I found out about was candidates they don't like, they put to the bottom, even though they might, you know, not be actually losing in the polls.
Yeah.
So I thought that was actually something that was kind of cool that they put in there. But it turns out Morty becomes president of the Citadel of Rix. Who would have thought?
But not just any Morty.
No, of course not. As we saw from, I think it was the scene at the end, it is evil eye patch Morty is now in charge of the Citadel of Rix.
Whose first thing is essentially assassinating the board of Rix.
Not all of them.
Well, all of them who act the most Rickish.
It was those who showed any contempt towards him, basically.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then the
anyone
rest,
who
he's just
said-
like, "Are we good?" And they're all like, "Yeah, we're good. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, anyone all the Ricks who said we run this thing, you're just a figurehead type of thing.
Mm-hmm. So,
And
gosh.
see, after that, the Morty Minds episode, where they ended up just going to all the things that Morty had his mind blown. So Rick was just it was essentially a clip show with new clips. Is essentially what it was.
Yeah, I mean, the way they even described it, it was they were doing it was It was this season's version of intergalactic television.
Yeah.
Or interdimensional television or whatever. So it was just random stuff from his mind, but also, like, shows that, like, one, Rick and Morty have done that a bunch of times, because Summer just ends it like she's done it 100 times before.
Yeah.
Like, she comes in and she's like, "Oh, situation 3, okay."
Yeah, we situation 2. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, we're situation 3. Oh crap. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I think, you know, I was looking at, like, some conspiracies behind it and theories that, like, so it all comes back to, a lot of it comes back to when Rick says a cocky Morty is a dangerous Morty, and it comes down to this, like, we learn a lot from messing up and screwing up in our screw ups, and all of the screw ups were taken out of Morty's mind, which means he could not have learned from them.
Yeah.
So is that Rick trying to make sure that this Morty does not become a cocky Morty and
Is this Rick trying to
possibly
evil Morty?
an evil Morty.
Yes, is this Rick trying to not let Morty become evil Morty?
Yeah. And then does that mean evil Morty is Rick's original Morty?
I think it could be.
I could see it being true, especially
I
with
say
just
he's
random
he's either
inconsistencies.
he's either his original Morty or one of his previous Mortys. I would say you could make a case that evil Morty might be like a secondary Morty who found out that he's a replacement Morty and is even then more spiteful on top of that.
Possibly, but what I think is more possible is he is Rick's original Morty, because when what episode was it where they were looking in, or it was the original Evil Morty episode where they're looking at his memories and he starts welling up over seeing like a baby Morty and like like growing up. Well, we know at least from our Morty in that the original family, and then presumably the family we're with now, just because that doesn't seem to have changed between the universe switches, that Rick wasn't around for like the past 20 years, which I believe Beth said that.
Yep.
Because she doesn't want him leaving again. That's why she's basically just goes along with whatever. And so our Morty could not have been his original Morty.
Oh no.
And so the theory is that when he was raising his original Morty, he tried raising him to be like himself, and so giving him a lot of education, training him and his mind to be like him, because the one thing we know about our Rick is that he's the Rickest Rick, but he actually cares about his Morty.
Yes.
And so if he actually tried doing that and he turned his Morty into what is now evil Morty because he got cocky, and cocky Morty is a bad thing, that could explain why evil Morty is apparently Rickless, because we don't actually know what happened to his Rick.
That's true. Well,
because
we've probably been following his Rick a lot.
We've probably been following his Rick, because the only other Rick we've seen with him was actually a robot.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Going back to the next episode in the timeline, the ABCs of Beth, we find out that Beth is essentially as sociopathic as Rick is.
She is his daughter.
Yeah. Almost thought that she tried to kill someone in a land where you can't die. And because
I think it's pretty much true that she probably killed a bunch of people, because the way he talks about like cloning replacements, it was like, true. I've had to do this shit a lot.
That is true. I think it really goes into Beth is insane.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Beth is certifiable insane.
Yep.
That's really the big thing, in that other than Jerry is dating an alien girlfriend who likes to hunt a lot.
Yes, it's all about the hunt.
And goes on to show that how Jerry can't do anything on his own. He always tries to weasel the easy way out.
That's fair.
Gets handed a Deus Ex Machina, and that's how the episode ends.
Fair enough.
Let's see.
And
the last episode of the season.
Or is it? But we'll get to that later.
There's a huge dick measuring contest between Rick and the President of the United States. There's the episode.
Basically. Yep. Him and the president just getting a huge fight. They call a truce.
Rick pretends he's a new Rick coming in from the dimension to have the president off his back.
Yep.
And Beth and Jerry get back together, much to Rick's dismay.
Yep. And pretty much, I mean, they pretty much say it at the end. This is pretty much going to be like season 1.
But more streamlined.
Yeah, but more streamlined. So, you know, going back to the original. And then, end of it all, what do we see? We see Mr. Poopy Butthole got married and has a baby.
And going on a little rant on when we'll be seeing everyone again, which he just said really long time. He'll have a big Santa beard with grandchildren. However, there has been some theories about Rick and Morty, shocker, that this might not be the season finale.
No.
Number one, because the season was originally commissioned for 14 episodes, and we only got 10.
This is
Two,
true.
this episode did not feel like a finale. It really didn't have finale-ish feeling to it. 3, there could just be references to Mr. Poopy Butthole that we might actually be seeing something about Christmas. Santa Beard, Mr. Poopy Butthole, Christmas special.
Yep.
And they said they wanted, the reason it took so long to make the season of Rick and Morty is because the producers wanted to make this thing perfect. But how that ended, them trying to rush out a finale, doesn't scream perfect to me.
It does not.
So I think there's some foul play in here somewhere.
Well, and it wouldn't be the first time they were up to no good, especially with the first episode being aired on April Fool's Day.
3 months before it was supposed to.
Yeah, 3 months before it was supposed to. And I found out in an interview they were talking, they actually, like, they did nothing. They really did nothing for that. It was going to be, like, they were going to put it out, and they told, like, 6 people. And it spread so quick in, like, a day on April Fool's Day.
Well, it also didn't hurt that it played, like, every hour, I think, on Cartoon Network.
Yeah. But it's April Fool's Day, so you sit there and think, like, no. Oh, I see something online that says Rick and Morty episode 1 of season 3 is on right now. BS.
Yeah, it was replayed every half hour from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. and was shown on a loop on the Adult Swim website.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, gosh, I really hope Christmas comes along and all of a sudden we see a new Rick and Morty episode.
That'd be amazing.
I also another point that could point to a Christmas special is when Rick screams, "You don't know what I am, and you don't know what I can do. I'm Doctor Who in this motherfucker," because Doctor Who always does a Christmas special.
That is true. That is true.
Introduces a bunch of plot points and that can change the universe permanently. So
I would say that'd be a good time to do it.
Gosh, yes. So
we'll see. On that note, though, this is running about an hour and a half. We should probably start wrapping it up.
Oh, probably. It's only an hour and 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Alex. Well, I guess we'll just wrap this up now. A beautiful.
Yeah, I think we got it.
So, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications when we start streaming or put up new videos, like the Destiny 2 review.
That is up to 170 views.
Cool. And probably more dislikes than likes. Please hit that like button on this video and on that one, please. I'm kidding. I don't care about your likes.
It's currently the same. It's 2 to 4 still.
Yeah. I figured as much. If you want to join in the conversation, always feel free to leave a comment down below. We get so few of them right now. We pretty much respond to all of them. So,
unless you're dumb.
Unless you're dumb, but you deserve that one. But so, please comment down below, and And yeah, we hope to see you around soon. So.
All right. Have a good one, guys.